Chatting to Alan GREEFF ahead of racing on Monday in the Eastern Cape. First out for the yard will be Fantasy Girl. Now she's going to try a cut back and trip, and she has been fitted with blinkers.
Fantasy Girl, we've tried everything we can, Nate, and back to 1,000 blinkers, and it's just been a huge conundrum for us as far as her abilities go, but try once again.
And let's hope she brings that work to course. Now, in the second race, both horses that step out will be having their first start. Stalagmite is a 4-year-old son of Canford Cliffs, and Diamond Jim is a 3-year-old son of GREEFF.
Yeah, Stalagmite, he's a horse that's needed time to mature, and we'll see how he goes. Diamond Jim, nicely bred son of GREEFF, and big horse, nice action. I think if all goes well, he's a horse that will be running on.
Moving to race 4, we'll see Strathclyde step out for the yard for the first time. He relocates from the Highveld. He'll be joined by Master Forester. Now, this chap is never far back. He'll enjoy pole position draw, and he does like course and distance.
Yeah, Strathclyde, new horse to the yard, and a nice, good-looking horse. And, he's got beautiful action on him. I think he'll run a good race. And Master Forester, maybe a touch on the sharp side, but, he's never far off them.
Next up in race 5 is Courageous.
Yeah, Courageous. I thought she would have won the race. We're trying to win one before she goes to stud, so I think this will be her last hurrah if all goes well. And then she'll be off to stud after this, but always been knocking at the except for the last run. And I thought she could have won a race quickly.
Golden Grey will be in action in race 6. Now, I'm not going to call him by the nickname that his owner calls him, but he races off a really good win last time out. It was back-to-back maiden and post-maiden. And Alan, he still races off a competitive rating at 69 for a 2-time winner.
Yeah, I think so. It took a long time to win these races, and then bang, bang, one on top of another. This type of field, definitely a horse that can follow up, as Robert would say, on his third win. But, he's all heart and shown that he has the ability.
North Star is up next in race 7. Now, she won so easily on her maiden win last time out. She did everything right. And Alan, what can you expect from her post-maiden run?
Yeah, I think, she could run a good race. She shows a lot of pace and speed at home. And if she can follow up on her first win, I think it's a good possibility. And I'd like to see her run a really good race.
Busy finish to the day for the yard, where they'll step out the 4 runners. Whatever next. Unfortunately, his merit rating hasn't really fallen since his last win, but he will be down in class. Exquisite will line up alongside him. She'll be making her local debut from the Western Cape, which we know must always be respected, but she does race off a break. Joining them will be Master Vigilante, who is always about the action, and finally Travel Master, who races fresh, which is something he enjoys.
Yeah, whatever next, I thought he'd drop a little bit, and he's getting a little bit long in the tooth now. And unless he really drops into a competitive field, he's going to be looking at greener pastures. He's been a real soldier. Exquisite, nice filly, maybe a little bit on the sharp side, but, they always come out running fresh, and I expect a nice run. Master Vigilante, never far off them. And likewise with Travel Master, he's always there and always in the fight.
4 runners that all have chances at checks in what looks to be an open finish.